it reached half an hour, so it just stopped. Okay, we're rolling again.
Yeah. If you can have a well-run fair and you can have lots of vegans there acting as volunteers and loads of activity leading up to the fair, like leafleting, for instance, to attract non-vegans to the fair, then you're gonna convert a lot of people to veganism if you do that.
Yeah.
Vegan fairs aren't for vegans. They're not really for vegans. They're for non-vegans to teach non-vegans to go vegan. And we need to remember that.
Yeah.
We need to help that process.
One last thing. If you could pretend Heather is a meat eater and you have a minute to convince her to stop eating meat and just give it all up. What message have you got for everyone, kind of thing? What do you want to say?
Well, what I'd say is that every person in this country that consumes animal products is responsible for the slaughter and suffering of about 120 animals a year, and most of those animals are reared in the horrific conditions of factory farms, or in the case of fish, they're killed by horrifically cruel methods of industrialised fishing. The whole thing, most of these animals will have suffered considerably before or during being killed. And all that suffering and slaughter is totally unnecessary, because we can live perfectly healthily without consuming animal products. It's a healthier diet. It's obviously better for the animals. All these animals are spared from slaughter and suffering, and it's also massively better for the environment. Animal farming is a major contributor to global warming. The overwhelming cause, for instance, of the destruction of the Amazon rainforest is due to cattle farming. And as well as that, if we all lived on a vegan diet, we could feed the whole of this country on a vegan diet on just a third of the agricultural land that we use at the moment. Just a third. Which means all that other land could be used for other things, could be given over to wildlife or whatever. So it's a no-brainer for all sorts of reasons. It's really important to go vegan, or at the very least to try to massively reduce your consumption of animal products. And it's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's one of the things that's easy when you know how. You think, oh, it's daunting. I've got to give up all this stuff. But there's, vegan food can be absolutely delicious. Get involved with your local vegan group if you need help or advice. There's lots of organisations out there to help you. Lots of lovely recipes, lots of lovely information. It's not difficult. So it's the most important thing anyone can do. For the animals, for the environment, and for their own health.
Brilliant. Just one last thing that we would like you to do. If you could just look into the camera and just say, please don't eat me.
Me?
Like you mean it.
Shall I zoom in?
What about please don't eat me?
Yeah.
Please don't eat me. I'm quite old now and it won't be very tasty anyway.
Okay, yeah.